Today, we're walking through the anatomy of a top-tier listing from visual strategy to dynamic management. At the end of the video, you will know exactly how engineer your listing to attract the ideal guest and maximize your revenue. Let's start with what stops the scroll, the lead image and title. Keep this mobile first. Your lead image must be bright, high quality, and instantly communicate your unique strength. Do not lead with an amenity unless it's the core reason why they book, and do not use collages. It does not convert well on mobile. A title, pitch that unique strength. Think family oasis, 2 minutes walk to the beach. Stop wasting characters on redundant info like house, condo, or bedroom count, which is already structured into your listing by Airbnb. And do not pack your title with amenities. It's already structured into the listing, and there's no need to lead with amenities. You're just going into an amenities arms race with your competition, and you are setting yourself up to be a commodity. People don't actually book for the hot tub. They book for an experience that's supported at times by the hot tub or other amenities. So don't lead with amenities, lead with the underlying pledge, the solution that you offer to your ideal guest, and the reason why they want to stay at your property in the first place. Whether it's bonding, romance, having a good time with their pet. Guests click into your image gallery, ensure every space is shown clearly, in full, with amenities mapped out. Here's the secret to captions. Never write a literal description. Caption for mood and context. Instead of living room with TV, use visual, keyword-rich descriptions that sound natural and help them imagine the stay. It engages the guest and pushes the algorithm at the same time. Apply that same curation to your neighborhood description. Don't just put the highlights of your neighborhood in bullet points. Describe your neighborhood as you would to your friend who's visiting and points of interest. Describe the area like local so guests immediately grasp the unique appeal of your location. Your descriptions are sales copy. They should be written simply and persuasively, matching the tone and style of your ideal guest. And you can simply get the tone of your ideal guest from the reviews and the style in which they write the reviews. That's a good way to gauge how to write your copy and the style that they will appreciate when you write it. When they're reading it, they relate to it, and it will convert better. Use persuasive, active language so they can visualize the experience better. Avoid giant walls of text. Use plenty of white space so they can actually read it. And drop the bulleted list of standard features. Platform already handles that. Your copy has one job: get them to book or get them to wishlist your property. Always end with a call to action, even if it's get in contact with us to plan your perfect stay. In your other things to note section, use it as a disclaimer for issues that guests should know upfront before they stay. And no, it should not be an area for you to put your rules and restrictions. Rules and restrictions come after. Once someone has booked, then they look at your rules and then they can decide whether or not they can live with it. But once you are writing your persuasive listing copy, you don't need to make it heavy on rules. The listing is already structured with your rules, whether it's children or no children allowed, smoking or no smoking allowed, parties and events allowed or not. It's already structured into the listing. You don't need to put block capitals with all your do's and don'ts into that section of the listing. It is a turnoff. It creates friction, and even for well-meaning guests who would ordinarily abide by your rules, it's a turnoff because the tone is coming off aggressive and very unwelcoming and inhospitable. So avoid that, but use the disclaimer, use the other things to note as a disclaimer section so that people understand some of the limitations of your property upfront, and they can make a decision from there whether they are prepared to put up with it or not. That will, of course, help to improve the guest experience because people will have had a heads up about some of the things that they can be wary of with your property, some of the downsides of it. And it's very important to give honest depiction of what your property offers and what it lacks, because trying to paint a rosy picture that does not include some of the things that your property is not suitable for or who it's not suited to will land you in problems where you'll get bad reviews. You'll have negative experience with guests who have expectations that you cannot match, and you didn't make it clear from the outset what your limitations actually are. Every property has its limitations as well as its benefits. So you have to curate your property and give guests proper context to which they can appreciate what you offer. When it comes to revenue management, set your pricing based on how well you fulfill the needs of your target guests compared to your competition. Not just a race to the bottom, not just looking at all 2-bedroom, 2-bathrooms in the vicinity and comparing your price to them and doing a rough base price from that. That will land you in trouble, and it will undermine your efforts to get the right revenues for your property. Not guests are motivated by price. Your job is to make your property perfect for your ideal guest and to focus on the guest experience so that your perceived value is higher than the competitors and you are able to justify premium rates because of that. You don't want to be caught in a commodity trap where you're trying to compete with the amenities and features and based on the location and all that kind of thing. That's not what you want. Otherwise, you're going to end up being squeezed with margins. So you need to look at things like the guest reviews. Are you a super host? Does your property have a guest favorite badge? All those things will help you to calibrate the pricing upwards or downwards based on the competition, not just looking at bedroom count and location. The other thing is your cancellation policies should not be static. Run strict policies in high season when demand is guaranteed, and relax them during low season to capture hesitant bookers. Same goes for your minimum length of stay. It must be dynamic based on stay patterns. Use tools like Price Labs to generate data-driven recommendations, apply them, and watch your occupancy and margins grow. Knowing the anatomy of a high-converting listing is one thing. Executing it with precision is another. If your property is underperforming, if you are tired of competing on price, or if you simply don't have time, we can handle it for you. At STR Booster, we offer comprehensive Airbnb listing optimization service. Audit your current setup, completely overhaul your sales copy and your visual strategy, and implement dynamic yield management to ensure you're capturing premium bookings. Click the link in the description to get started and turn your property into a high-yielding asset. Hit subscribe for more revenue strategies, and I'll see you in the next video.